What's going on, people? Coach Trev, your accountability coach. Let's jump in. All right, so the title of this video is Speaking Their Language Part 2. And what we're going to talk about today are the words we speak, about listening, and the language of silence. So, almost active listening and the language of silence, those are combined. But let's jump in. So, the words that we speak. And I was thinking about this mostly in regards to what are some of the things that we can do as active listeners, as people that will help collaborate with us. And just as a reminder to jump on my calendar for a complimentary collaborative call, go to talkwithtrevor.com. That's talkwithtrevor.com. All right. So I was thinking about this as I was talking about, okay, speaking their language. So there are particular words that are going to key into certain people, those that are going to collaborate you with your business, with achieving goals, whether your goals are health, whether they're dealing with your work, dealing with family relationships. But there are key words that you're going to know to use and keywords to avoid. When some people hear some things or a particular question, that'll immediately shut them down. So what you need to do is begin to hear and say, what are the words, what are the terms, and what's the tone that I'm using in order to communicate this. The important thing to note is that 93% of what you say is not coming out of your mouth. All right, it's your tone, it's your body language. Those are the things that really make up your language, what you're speaking, what's being communicated. It's also important to confirm what's being heard, because you could be saying a lot, but it's not about what's being said, it's about what that person is hearing. So the words that you're using are key. Also, what that person is hearing, what's going into their ears, and what's really resonating with them. That's allowing them to be the collaborators that they're for your life, or the destiny helpers, whatever they are, to help you achieve your goals. Right, so those are the words you're speaking. Next is active listening. That's a key thing, and one of the things I really focus on when I'm meeting with somebody or if I'm in a meeting with people is active listening. And that's picking up on terms, picking up on their tones, picking up on what people are saying. And so it's a matter of really getting into the mindset, knowing that you're going to have a conversation with somebody, that you're going to get in a set of active listening. I'm going to listen for those things. You're not listening to speak, because people know that, your body creates, it translates and speaks a different tone when you talk about, being ready to speak, waiting for someone to just stop so you can just jump in, kind of like jump rope or a double dutch if you've ever seen it. So, but it's really a matter of pausing, making sure that one of the things that what you're hearing, and also asking questions while someone's speaking so that they know that you are actively listening. All right, so it's the words you speak, and it's really listening and being an active listener. And just as one of the things that one of my coaches would say too when you're checking in with people in regards to communicating was she would use a term: how does this land for you? you know what are you hearing? Do you understand what I'm saying? How is this sitting with you? And you stop and you pause and you wait for a response. All right, so those are key things. And then the third thing I said was really the language of silence. So when we speak about language, when you're talking about speaking their language, sometimes speaking their language is actually sitting in silence, allowing them to be able to speak, but in contemplative and respectful silence. So it's not mostly the words that you say, but it's the presence that you have that really can communicate a lot to the people you're speaking with. So it's that language of silence. When you're hearing about language, I interpret language as how are you as communicating something, one thing to another. And your silence can communicate that, one, you're listening, your eyes, you're making eye contact, you're resonating, you're responding to a couple of things here, you're asking questions to be engaged. So there is a whole language of silence that can help you with those that are collaborators with you, those that you have designated to achieve your language, the ones that are going to help you achieve your vision, achieve your goals. Okay, So those three things are key. The words that you're hearing out, being an active listener, and the language of silence. All right. So those three things are key when it comes to speaking their language. All right. So just wanted to leave you with that. Thank you so much. And just as a reminder, I am an accountability coach. I help with productivity, with accountability, with goal setting. All right. So whatever your goals are, let's reach out, have a conversation with me. And to do that, you go to talkwithtrevor.com. That gets you right to my calendar. You book a 30-minute call, and we just have a conversation. All right. So thank you so much for watching. For those that are watching this first time, appreciate it. Anyone that's sharing, commenting, I appreciate that so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Be blessed.